So welcome to Module 5. This is kind of one of my favorite modules because we get to talk about some stuff that I'm pretty passionate about. I love podcasts, really have fallen in love with the Substack article aspect. It's been really pushing the past few years about having some, it's different than the podcast, but sometimes they equal together. And then just basic reading of financial literacy books and keeping yourself abreast of all the PD that we all should be doing, all right? So one of the things about this particular module is we're allowing you to have a little bit of voice and choice and investigating and reflecting on resources that are available to FinLit teachers. And so we want you to look at some podcast resources. We want you to look at some, and we've given you some book resources as well as some podcast or the Substack channel resources. Now, we're not expecting you to do all three. We are expecting you to at least choose one area that maybe you haven't had a lot of experience with. And you don't have to just use the ones that we provided you. Those are just links that we found, that we have utilized and used. Go out beyond those particular resources and find your own. But we do feel that it's important to be, as a financial literacy teacher, be involved in current resources that are being provided to you, whether it's in the book format or a article format or even a listening format. And we ask you to do that for your students as well, right? So that's the whole point. So Zee's going to talk about what you are going to be expected to do after you've chosen to research at least one of these areas.
Thanks, Travis. Yeah, the idea here is once you've engaged with some of this content, whatever it really speaks to you, just take an opportunity to sort of reflect on what it is you chose and why. Help the other folks that are in this course understand why they too might want to explore the podcast that you did a deep dive into, or the Substack channel, or the book that you're talking about. This is also really useful because if you are teaching high school students and if you have a fellow educator that is teaching middle school students, it can help them to understand that, like, okay, maybe that's actually not going to be appropriate based on the content and the information because it's designed for a different audience. So we're really trying to sort of help each other out through this process as well. And then to sort of give some context for everyone, like what are the kinds of themes that came up in the information that you explored? What are the things that stood out to you, both good and bad? And then how credible did you find this? Like, would you recommend this to fellow teachers? If so, which kind of, sort of at what age group or what sort of instructional level? And then also, like, would this be relevant to your students? Obviously, there's a ton of content that is really great for students, but I can think of a lot of FinLit related podcasts that I listen to that are NSFW. So I wouldn't really recommend them to my students. So think about like, who's the appropriate audience? And then again, as part of your discussion forum post, think through how this information or this content could be adapted into something meaningful for your classroom, and what you might do with that. As always, we do ask that you'll read through your classmates' posts, explore the resources that they're talking about, and respond to at least one when possible.